their austerities, we are able to witness that. Just imagine when Lord Ramachandra was personally present. And after 14 years of exile, Lord Ramachandra returned back to Ayodhya. Just visualize, if you can, what will be the environment, what will be the situation that time in Ayodhya, how the people were so overjoyed, how they celebrated the return of Lord Ramachandra in Ayodhya. And just imagine we have that similar opportunity to experience Lord Ramachandra's temple being built in Ram Janambhumi in Ayodhya, and the whole world is celebrating that occasion. And it has become possible by the sacrifice of so many people. And many of us, I can guarantee, may not even know what all sacrifices has gone in the background. If you read the newspaper previous maybe 50 years onward, so many articles came up in the news, all the media these days. What is going on in the media? Earlier in the media, the things which are presented in the media, in the news, in the newspaper is all the negativity. Is some murder happened, some this happened, that happened. Now you open up any media, any news channel, what is going on? The talk of Lord Ramachandra, the name of Lord Ramachandra being chanted everywhere. Jai Shri Ram. So, so many people have done this sacrifice. There are people, Suryavanshi Rajputs, who had taken a vow, taken a pledge that we are not going to wear a turban on our head till this Ram temple is being built. Some individual have taken a vow that I will not marry till this Ram temple is built. Somebody has taken a vow, I will not eat any grain till Ram temple is built. So for 30 years, somebody has not eaten. For 30 years, somebody has taken a vow of Maunavrata, of not speaking anything, complete silence, the vow of silence. So many austerities, so many sacrifices people have performed. And because of their sacrifice, now we have this moment to cherish. So we pay our tribute, our homage to all these devotees of Lord Ramachandra who have sacrificed for the benefit of the whole humanity. And the people performing these sacrifices, actually, this is not something new. This is happening since the time of Lord Ramachandra. Yeah, I heard one Lokik story, a Lokik Katha. When Lord Ramachandra returned back from exile, when Lord Ramachandra returned to Ayodhya and he met Bharat, the whole Ayodhya, all the citizens of Ayodhya have assembled there. And when Lord Ramachandra saw everybody has assembled, Lord Ramachandra asked Bharat, Bharat, are people of Ayodhya not happy with my return? And Bharat asked, my lord, why do you say so? Everybody has been dreaming of this day. Everybody is sleeping with this one dream that Lord Ramachandra is going to come back. Why do you say that people are not happy? Lord Ramachandra said, I see all the elderly people are here. All the people of our age, they are also assembled here, but I do not see any children. So is somebody not happy with my return? Why there are no children? Don't they know their uncle is returning back? उनके ताऊजी वापस आ रहे हैं. And Bharat said, since you have gone to the forest, the day you have gone to exile, because you have been performing all these austerities, you have performed brahmacharya, the celibacy. All the residents of Ayodhya also have taken this vow of celibacy. No children are born in Ayodhya in the last 14 years. So that is the austerity, the sacrifices people have performed even at the time of Lord Ramachandra. And following in their footsteps, people have performed so many sacrifices, austerities to bring Lord Ramachandra back in Ayodhya, to have the glorious temple of Lord Ramachandra being built in Ayodhya. And Lord Ramachandra, if we really see, Lord Ramachandra has the capacity, has the power to unite everybody. If practically we see the whole India is united at this particular time, and this has been possible because of Lord Ramachandra. From north to south to east to west, everywhere it's about Lord Ramachandra. Everybody is speaking of Lord Ramachandra. And if we talk about unity, what does unity really mean? What is the purpose of speaking Ramakatha? What is the purpose of speaking on the glories of Lord Ramachandra? To come together and be united. See, being together and being united is two different things. इकट्ठे होना और एक होना. Okay? So being together as there may be a big crowd, but in the crowd also person will be alone. The person may be alone. So being together as a crowd or being united are two separate things. And we can see that from the pastime of Lord Ramachandra also in one particular event or one particular Leela, which is Sita Swayamvar or the lifting of Shiva Dhanush. In that particular Leela, what is happening? Janak Maharaj has put a particular condition that whoever is able to lift that Shiva Dhanush, that person will be able to marry Sita. So many kings, so many princes, they have all assembled there, and everybody is trying to lift that Shiva Dhanush. Individually, they came and tried to lift that Shiva Dhanush, but nobody is able to lift. And then multiple kings they started coming together. 4 kings together, then 10 kings together, then 100 kings together. They are coming and trying to lift that Shiva Dhanush. And somebody asked, if 100 kings are coming together, and if they are able to lift that Shiva Dhanush, who will marry Sita? And at the time, what are these kings they are talking about? What are they saying? Let's first lift this Shiva Dhanush, then we can fight among each other and come to a conclusion who is going to marry Sita. So what is the point of this coming together if there is going to be fight? These days also we see so many parties, so many political parties, they make alliances. Right? They make alliances to win over the elections. And then ultimately there is a quarrel, there is a fight. Who is going to get the seat? Who is going to rule over? Who is going to take that position? First, let's win the election. Then later on, we can fight and come to a conclusion who is going to lead. So what is the point of that togetherness? But Lord Ramachandra has that power to bring everybody together and unite everybody. And we can practically see that in this particular occasion, in this particular event, how the whole nation has come together and united for this one single cause, one single purpose. Now, as Lord Ramachandra returned back to Ayodhya, and same way now the temple is being built, but the question may come in the mind of somebody, why does Lord allow it to happen in first place? Right? It's Lord's temple. 500 years ago, whatever happened, why did Lord Ram allow it to happen? Same way we see so many other temples were destroyed. In Vrindavan, so many temples were destroyed. All over India, so many temples were destroyed. The question may come, why does Lord allow it to happen in first place? What is the cause behind it? What is the reason behind that? So how do we understand that? So any guesses? Why sometimes the demonic power win over? See, from Bhagavatam, we see so many pastimes. We read so many pastimes where we hear about there is a war going on between the demons and the demigods. And sometimes the demons win over the demigods. So why does that happen? Yes, true.
To give the value of positivity, right? If that would not have happened, we would not be coming together to do what we are doing.
Okay, very nice.
Understand.
Okay, anything else? To glorify the devotees who get the credit of bringing this thing later on. Okay. See, the demons winning over the demigods. What is the reason behind that? When the demigods, they lose their purity. When there is lack of chastity, when there is so much indulgence in sense gratification, when there is so much greed, because of all these things, the dharma goes down, and the demonic power, they gain power. The demons, they gain power. So in Vrindavan also we see so many temples were destroyed, and I heard in one of the lectures, His Holiness Rompad Maharaj, he explains when he is describing about the temple of Govind Dev Ji, how the top three stories were destroyed of Govindji temple. So why did this happen? Why does Lord allow it to happen? So Maharaj explained, see all these invaders, when they are attacking on Vrindavan, when they are coming to attack to destroy these temples, they are also praying to the Lord. Oh my Lord, please give me the power to destroy this temple. So they are also praying to the Lord, and God is one. Right? It's not that there is a different God for the demons and for different God for the demigods. God is one, and both parties are praying to the God. Whom does God hear? So when there is downfall in dharma because of lack in purity, lack in chastity, lack in so many other things, and there is increase in sense gratification and all that, the demonic power, they gain control. And also, one other incident I was hearing, His Holiness Radhanath Maharaj, he was, as he visited the congregation in, I don't know, Bombay or Pune, many years back. So there was one child in the congregation. Whenever he meet Maharaj, he is very joyful. He will come forward and very joyous. And this one particular time when Maharaj went there, this child was very sad or in a sulky mood. And Maharaj asked, what happened? And the child's mother told, yesterday was India-Pakistan match. And this child is very sad because he prayed that my Lord, may India team win. And somehow the India team lost and Pakistan team win. So he's very sad because of that. And he's wondering, I prayed to the Lord, please let India team win. Why did not Lord did not hear my prayers? And Radha Maharaj said, see, on the other side also, a child just like you also prayed, let the Pakistan team win. And this time Lord heard his prayer. So the point which I'm trying to say is sometime what happens is why these things happen, because one point is the when there is lack in purity. The second point which we should understand is the Lord, he want to test the devotees. He want to test the faith of the devotees. And for us to learn some lessons in a long term, certain events happen because of which in the longer term we can gain a better faith and we can gain some unity and we can come out stronger. And the third reason, as somebody pointed out in the back, to glorify a particular devotee, to glorify a set of devotees, the Lord manifests certain leela. But behind all that, there is definitely some other reasons also. Now, the same question can go to why did Lord Ram had to go to exile in first place? Right, when Lord Ram was personally present and he went into exile for 14 years, somebody may say, oh, Lord Ram could have easily escaped that. He could have easily avoided all that scenario. Why did he had to go to exile? So we have to understand again the same meaning. There is always a contextual meaning behind that, behind the Leela. So why Lord Ram, along with Lakshman and Sita, he went into exile? Because in Ayodhya, three diseases had come. What are these three diseases? See, first of all, let's say, as part of the events, as part of the Leela, it happened because Kekai asked for two boons. One boon to become for Bharat to become the king, and the second boon for Ram to go into exile for 14 years. So that was external Leela. But as a contextual meaning, if we understand, Kekai, what does Kekai represent? Kekai represents karma. And mantra represents lobh, greed. Okay, understand it from that angle. Kekai represents karma, mantra represents greed. Kekai was inspired by mantra to make all this plot, to send Ram to exile. So when our karma is inspired by lobh, inspired by greed, then dharma from our life goes into exile. Then dharma doesn't stay in life. See, karma in itself is not bad. Everybody need to perform their duties. Somebody has occupation, somebody has job, somebody is a farmer or whatever occupation one may have. Karma is not bad. But when karma becomes so much inspired by greed, that is bad. When all our activities are inspired because of greed, then we lose dharma from our life. Lord Ramachandra represents dharma. Ramo Vigravan Dharma. So Lord Ramachandra represents dharma. When there is greed in life, when our karma is inspired by greed, then Lord Ramachandra goes to exile. And also, I mentioned there three diseases came in Ayodhya. What are these three diseases? Kam, Krodha, Tatha Lobh. Dashrath Maharaj, he represents Kam. Kekai represents Krodha. And Mantra represents Lobh. So Kam, Krodha, Tatha Lobh. Dashrath Maharaj, even though he is so old now, but he has so much attachment to Kekai. Kekai went into Kobhavan, giving up her fine clothes and jewelry. She put on some old torn up clothes, laid on the floor. And Dashrath Maharaj said, I cannot see you in this situation. I'm too attached to you. And how Dashrath Maharaj is addressing Kekai? Hey Gajagamini. Hey Mriganayani. Why are you in this situation? I cannot see you in this situation. Please tell me. If somebody has insulted you, I will kill that person. I will cut off the head of that person and put in your feet. Please tell me, why are you in this situation? I cannot see you in this situation. So Dashrath Maharaj, even at that age, he has so much attachment to Kekai. So Dashrath Maharaj represents calm, lust. Kekai represents krodh, anger. Kekai went into Kop Bhavan. Kop Bhavan is sulking chamber. See, at that time, different moods, different rooms. So we have bedroom, bathroom, kitchen, pretty much these three. So that time for every other mood, they have a different room. Kop Bhavan, sulking chamber. So KK went into Kop Bhavan. She is so much into anger. Until you fulfill my desire, I'm not going to come out. And Dashrath Maharaj is saying, ask me whatever is your desire. केकई is so angry at Dashrath. केकई is saying, जब देख तो बोलते हो मांगो मांगो मांगो, कभी कुछ दिया भी है? You are always asking, you are always telling me, ask whatever you want. Have you ever done anything? Have you ever given me anything? The king who has given up all his life to satisfy the desires, and that queen is telling, have you ever done anything for me? So KK represents Krodh, and mantra, as we said, mantra represents lobh, greed. So where there is kama, krodh, tatha lobh, dharma, peace, and vairagya. Dharma, Lord Ramachandra represents dharma. Jahan kam, tahan nahi ram. Wherever is lust, Lord Ram, dharma cannot be there. Wherever is krodh, wherever there is anger, there cannot be peace. Sita Devi represents peace, Shanti. Because there was so much anger, there cannot be peace. And mantra represents lobh, and Lakshman represents vairagya, renunciation. Wherever is greed, vairagya cannot be there. Because three diseases came in Ayodhya, Kama, Krodha, Tatha, Lobh. So dharma, Shanti, or vairagya. Dharma, peace, and renunciation, represented by Lord Ramachandra, Sita Devi, and Lakshman, they went away from Ayodhya. So that is in the pastimes of Lord Ramachandra. Now coming back to why Lord allowed it to happen in first place, same thing in Ayodhya, whatever happened 500 years ago, who know what is the situation? because people were becoming so greedy. They were allowing so many kings, they were allowing the invaders to come in because to fulfill their own greed. They were being on the side of the invaders. There was so much lack in purity, so much lack in chastity. All these things, I'm just connecting with that same event which happened that time. So because of that thing, Lord Ram manifested this particular thing. Again, Lord Ram, he wanted to test the faith of the devotees. He wanted to give the glory, give the credit to particular devotee, as he gave the credit to Bharat to bring Lord Ramachandra back to Ayodhya. He wanted to give the credit to all these wonderful devotees who performed so many sacrifices to bring Lord Ramachandra back in Ayodhya to build his temple. But even though all these events are happening, we should understand Lord Ramachandra is always in control of all the events. He is controlling everything. He knows everything. He perfectly has control over everything. Because even in Lord Ramachandra's pastime, in Lord Ramachandra's Leela, whatever has happened, Lord Ramachandra going on exile, Sita Devi getting kidnapped, all these things, whatever is happening, still Lord Ramachandra is perfectly in control of all these events. How do we understand that? I will mention, there are so many events I can mention, so many pastime I can mention. I will maybe quote one particular instance. When Sita Devi is in Ashok Vatika, Sita Devi is sitting under the Ashoka tree. And at that time, when Hanuman went in search of Mother Sita, after crossing the 100 Yojan ocean, Hanuman came in Lanka, and after searching all the palaces of Ravana, finally Hanuman reaches into Ashok Vatika. And he hid himself behind a leaf on the Ashoka tree. And at that time, as Hanuman is hiding there, Ravana came there. And Ravana is trying to scare Sita. Ravana is telling that you have to accept me. If you do not accept me, I will kill you. And Ravana gave the time period of 2 months to Sita. That you have to accept me. You have this much time period. And Sita Devi at that time, Sita Devi lifted a blade of grass, putting a blade of grass between herself and between Ravan. Sita Devi told Ravan, you do not know the strength of Lord Ramachandra. Lord Ramachandra will destroy the whole city of Lanka. And what is the purpose of putting that blade of grass in between? What is the significance of putting that blade of grass? Like the blade of grass, the dry grass will burn so easily. So Sita Devi is indicating that your whole city of Lanka is going to burn like that dry grass. So after when Ravana has gone back, now Hanuman finally is trying to see how to pacify Sita Devi. Sita Devi is so much in a anguish mood. Sita Devi is in a separation from Lord Ramachandra, crying. And Sita Devi is thinking, I should give up my life. So externally, all this Leela is going on. Sita Devi is crying, I want to give up my life. Only if I can get some fire, I can burn up myself. So Sita Devi is thinking of committing suicide. Just imagine. Sita Devi is thinking if somewhere I can get a weapon to cut off my hand, in that way I will give up my life. If nothing else, Sita Devi held on to her choti, her hair. And Sita Devi is thinking, I will put this on the branch and I will hang myself in that way. And Hanuman is witnessing all that. Hanuman is seeing all that, and Hanuman is thinking, I have to do something quickly. I have to go and give the message of Lord Ramachandra. But how to give, how to go in front of Sita Devi? If I go in front of Sita Devi, she will be even more scared that this is also somebody sent by Ravana. What should I do? Hanuman thought, I will start singing the glories of Lord Ramachandra. Okay, very nice. But how to sing? In what language should I sing? If I sing in Sanskrit, Sita Devi will think this is Ravana, because Ravana is also a scholar of Sanskrit. This is also Ravana's plea. He is also disguising something and he is trying to delude me in some way. Finally, Hanuman said, I will sing Ram Katha in Avadhi language. Because Avadhi language, only the residents of Ayodhya or whoever is too close to Lord Ramachandra, they can know the Avadhi language. So that was the first time when Hanumanji spoke Ramakatha in Avadhi language to Sita Devi. He started singing the whole Ramakatha. And then Hanuman dropped the ring which was sent by Lord Ramachandra and came in front of Sita Devi. So long story short, not going into too much past and coming back to our point here. So Sita Devi, after all this has happened, she has met Hanuman. Sita Devi asked Hanuman, has Lord Ramachandra completely rejected me? Has he forgotten me? Why Lord Ramachandra has not come to rescue me? Why Lord Ramachandra has not protected me? So Sita Devi indicated another pastime when Jayant has attacked on Sita Devi in the form of a crow. At that time, Lord Ramachandra, to punish Jayant, Lord Ramachandra took a blade of grass and threw behind Jayant in the form of his arrow. But why Lord Ramachandra has forgotten me now? And Hanuman tried to pacify Mother Sita. Lord Ramachandra has not forgotten you. He is always thinking of you. He is always remembering you. And he has sent the whole army of Vanaras, the whole army of monkeys in search of you in all the directions. So Lord Ramachandra has not forgotten you. And Mother Sita, after hearing the description from Hanuman, she became very happy. She became pacified. And Hanuman, he became very happy in his heart. Hanuman was thinking, see, I made Sita Devi understand. I consoled Sita Devi. Finally, she understood. Hanuman, for a moment, got this pride in his heart that I made Sita Devi understand. Now she is pacified. But again, next moment, Hanuman fell at the feet of Sita Devi. Pahi mam, mother, please, please protect me from your Maya. I am thinking I pacified you, but I know you know everything. How do I know that you know everything? When Ravana came and you put a blade of grass in front of Ravana and you told Ravana, what did Sita Devi tell Ravana that time? Khal sudh nahi tumhe Ram ke van ki. Oh demon, you do not know the arrow of Lord Ramachandra. So you already knew that arrow of Lord Ramachandra has come, has arrived here. He is sitting on the Ashoka tree. And you already knew that, and that's why you told Ravana, Khal sudh nahi tumhe Ram ke van ki. So you already knew. And why Hanuman is saying that? Because Hanuman was telling Sita Devi, see, when Ramachandra sent the blade of grass, when Lord Ramachandra attacked Jayant, did he really send a arrow behind Jayant? Sita Devi said, no, it was a blade of grass. So it was not an arrow, it was a blade of grass. So this time also, Lord Ramachandra has already sent his arrow to protect you. And what is that arrow? The Hanumanji. When Hanuman jumped over the ocean to cross the ocean to go to Lanka, at that time, it is written there, Jimmy Amogh Raghupati Karavana, Tehi Bhanti Chaleo Hanumana. As Lord Ramachandra shot his arrow, that time, in that way, Hanuman jumped over the ocean. So Hanuman is represented as the arrow of Lord Ramachandra. So Hanuman is telling Sita Devi that you already know everything. You are just doing this external leela, but internally you know everything. So the point which I'm trying to say is, even though externally we may see all these things happening, that Lord Ramachandra going to exile, Sita Devi getting kidnapped, but ultimately Lord Ramachandra is in control of all these different leelas, in all different events happening. He is just like the director, the story writer, and the best actor. Right? In a movie, whoever are performing the different parts, the hero, heroine, all that, They are doing their role, but they know what is the storyline. The villain is trying to kidnap the heroine, and the heroine is crying and everything, but she know ultimately what is going to happen. The hero is going to come and he's going to beat around the villain and everything. But externally, they are getting into that character and doing all these different acting. Same way here, Lord Ramachandra, he's in control of everything. He is the story writer, he is the director, and he is the best actor who is performing this Leela. Now, when the whole incident has happened, Lord Ramachandra is returning to Ayodhya. This whole great temple is being built. Lord Ram's deity is getting installed, and the Pran Pratishtha is going to be happening. What do we understand from that, and how we can learn something from that? See, it's not about just Lord Ram's installation or inauguration of that temple happening in Ayodhya. We can do Pran Pratishtha of Lord Ramachandra here in Farmington also. You want to know how? Not just in Farmington, actually in every house we can do the Pran Pratishtha of Lord Ramachandra. So what does it take to invite Lord Ramachandra to stay with us, to stay in our house, to stay in our hearts, to make our hearts into the Ram temple? So another pastime from Ramayana, when Lord Ramachandra is going to exile after crossing the river Ganga, Lord Ramachandra went into the ashram of Bharadwaj. And after meeting Bharadwaj, he moves forward. And at that time, Lord Ramachandra comes to the ashram of Valmiki ji. So there is a whole nice discussion between Lord Ramachandra and Valmiki that time. Lord Ramachandra, when he comes to the ashram of Valmiki, Lord Ramachandra asks Valmiki, please tell me, where can I stay? Where can I make my residence? And Valmiki, at that time, when he received Lord Ramachandra along with Sita Devi and Lakshman, when Valmiki heard this question from Lord Ramachandra, where should I stay? Please tell me the place of my residence. Valmiki said, please first you tell me where you do not stay. Then I can tell you where you should stay. Please first tell me where you not stay. And then Valmiki said, okay, I will tell you. You have asked me, where should I stay? I will give you 14 places to stay. And what are these places? So we should try to understand very attentively, very clearly, what are these places? Now, please pardon, all this writing here is in Hindi, but I will try to explain. So the first place, the first residence for Lord Ramachandra, what Valmiki ji is telling, जिनके श्रवण समुद्र समाना कथा तुम्हारी सुभग सरिनाना भर ही निरंतर हो ही न पूरे तिनके ही तुम कहो गुरु रे. जिनके श्रवण समुद्र समाना. Here Valmiki is giving the example of ocean. As the ocean, in the ocean, so many rivers come and merge into the ocean. So many rivers are constantly coming and falling into the ocean, but the ocean is never filled. Does ocean ever say, now it's enough, please stop? I am now filled. More and more water is coming. The rivers are coming and flowing into the ocean. The ocean never says, now I am satisfied, I am filled. So same way, somebody who is like the ocean, whose ears are like the ocean, they are constantly hearing your glories. They are constantly hearing their katha, and they are never pacified. They are never satisfied by hearing your glories. You should reside in their hearts. That is the first preference for Lord Ramachandra to make his residence. You want to do Pran Pratishtha of Lord Ramachandra in your heart? Right now, here, today, everybody has that opportunity. So we need to increase our desire to hear the glories of Lord. It's not about, okay, I have heard 15 minutes today, I have heard half an hour today. Today's quota is done. Now, next Janmashtami, next Ram Navami, we will hear next Ram Katha. No matter how much we hear, but one is never satisfied. That is the first preference for Lord Ramachandra to make his residence. Like sometime when we were children, when we were giving maybe some entrance exams, many of us here, engineers, doctors here, and many of us maybe gave some entrance exams, CET or IIT or whatever entrance exams. When you fill the form for the entrance exam, there is a choice for the center, right? In which center you want to go for your exam. So there is a first preference, second preference, third preference, whatever center is nearest to your hometown. Maybe you want to pick that as a first option. So same way here, even though Valmiki is telling so many places for Lord Ramachandra to reside, that is the first preference for Lord Ramachandra. The devotee who is constantly hearing the glories, who is always hearing your glories, please reside in their heart. Make their heart as your residence. So this is about years. Now next, the second place of residence for Lord Ramachandra. लोचन चातक जिन करि राखे रहहि दरस जल दर अभिलाषे निर्दहि सरित सिंधु सर भारी रूप बिंदु जल होहि सुखारी तिनके हृदय सदन सुखदायक बसहु बंधु सिय सह रघुनायक. So the second place, Valmiki is giving the example of Chatak bird. The Chatak bird is always looking at the cloud. Chatak bird, if there is water, even the Chatak bird is sitting in Ganga, in river Ganges, he is not drinking the water from Ganges. He is always looking at the cloud, and from the cloud also, when the rain falls in one particular nakshatra, then he takes that water and he drinks that water. So the Chatak bird is always looking towards the cloud, always waiting for that cloud. And even when the Chatak bird, if he is falling down dead, and what is the quality of the Chatak bird? He keeps his mouth up. He doesn't want his mouth, his beak to be down, so that accidentally he doesn't want to sip any water from any water body from the ground. He's saying, my love is towards that cloud, so that my love towards the cloud is not untrue. He doesn't want to accidentally also drink the water from the other water body. The same way, Valmiki is saying, the devotees whose eyes are constantly looking at the form of the Lord, who are like the Chatak, but who are constantly looking at the form of the Lord, always eager to take the darshan of the Lord, you should reside in their heart. Not just alone, along with Sita Devi, you should make your residence in their heart. So the first residence was based on ears. Second residence is based on eyes, the devotees who are always eager to see the form of the Lord, taking darshan of the form of the Lord. The third one is for the tongue. जसु तुम्हार मानस विमल हंस निजी हजास मुक्ताहल गुण गन चुनई राम बसु कियतास. So like the Hans, the swan is residing in Manasarovar. And what does the swan eat? The pearls. The swan is picking up the pearls from the Manasarovar. So same way, the glories of Lord Ramachandra are like the Manasarovar. And the devotee is always constantly picking up the pearls of the glories of Lord Ramachandra from Ramakatha, is always decorating his tongue to speak the glories of Lord Ramachandra. You should make your residence in their heart. The devotee who are constantly singing your glories, always speaking your glories. And the fourth one, प्रभु प्रसाद सुचि सुभग सुबासा सादर जास लय नितनासा तुम ही निवेदत भोजन करहि प्रभु प्रसाद पट भूषण धरहि चरण राम तीरथ चलि जाहि राम बसहु तिन के मन माहि. So very practical again. So all these, whatever the first few things we are mentioning is all very practical things, how we can dovetail our lives to serve Lord Ramachandra, how we can absorb our consciousness in the glories of Lord Ramachandra. Here it says, Prabhu Prasad Suchi Subhag Subasa Sadar Jas Lahi Nitanasa. Before putting any perfume on one's own body, one first put the perfume on the Lord's body and then put that perfume on their own body. So any fragrance, before somebody put that fragrance on their own body, put that on the cotton and put it in the on the feet of the Lord, on the body of the Lord. Let the Lord enjoy that fragrance first and then put that fragrance on your own body. So somebody who's offering that fragrance to Lord Ramachandra, so that is about the nose. Anything we smell, any fragrance we smell, first offering it to the Lord and then taking it as prasad. And then the next thing is, Tumi nivedat bhojan karahi. Whatever we eat, first offering it to the Lord as the bhoga and then taking the prasad of the Lord. So it's not about putting just some misery, some sweet balls in front of the Lord. I have offered the prasad, I have offered the bhoga to the Lord. And for ourselves, what are we taking? All nice sabji, chapati, samosa, halwa, everything. We're cooking everything nice preparation for ourselves. And when it comes to the Lord, putting some dry fruit or putting some mishri in front of the Lord, that I'm making that offering. So offering everything, whatever we cook, offer that to the Lord as bhoga and then taking that as prasad. Sometimes people say, I made such a nice plate offering in front of the Lord, but Lord did not eat anything. I put 6 chapatis, sabji, dal, rice, everything. After 20 minutes, everything is still there in the plate. He has not taken anything. What is the point of putting that offering in front of the Lord? You take a rose or a garland of rose. You keep smelling that rose for 15-20 minutes. So you weigh that garland before smelling. After 20 minutes, you have smelled that. Now you weigh again. The weight should go down, right? So you have a rose garland in front of you. You keep smelling it for 20 minutes, half an hour. After that, the weight of the rose garland should go down. You have smelled all that fragrance, but it's still same. The same way, when we offer to the Lord, Lord is drinking that nectar. Whatever offering we are putting in front of the Lord is drinking that nectar. So one should not think, oh, everything is still same in the plate. What is the point of putting that offering? So Valmiki is telling Lord Ram, whoever is using all the fragrance, first offering it to you, he is enjoying any prasad after first offering it to you. Prabhu prasad pat bhushan dharani. Any new clothes we wear, first offer it to the Lord. And Charan Ram Tirath chali jai. He used his feet to walk to the pilgrimage, to walk to the holy places of the Lord. Ram basahu tin ke man mahi. Please reside in their heart. So if we want to bring Lord Ram into our life, if we want to make our heart into the residence of the Lord, these are some of the very practical, minimum practical things which we can follow, which we can do. And the one very next important point which Valmiki is mentioning, Mantra Rajanit Japahi Tumhara, Pujahi Tumhi Sahit Parivara. One who is constantly chanting your holy name, who is worshipping you along with his family. You should make your residence in their heart. So mantra rajanit japahi tumhara, one who is constantly chanting your holy name. Once one person, he came to his guru. Said, I'm troubled by my wife. She's always telling me bhajan karo, chant the holy name, chant the holy name. And I keep telling, should I chant the holy name or should I do my occupation? If I keep doing the bhajan, when will I do my occupation? And I told my wife that I will go to Guruji and I will ask Guruji whatever time Guruji tell in the day, that time I will do bhajan, not all day. And she has agreed. So now you please tell me, out of 24 hours, what time should I do my bhajan? Please tell me one time out of the 24 hours. And Guruji said, what to speak of 24 hours? I will tell you once in lifetime. I will tell you one particular time in the whole lifetime you do bhajan, in that one particular time, your life is successful. So this person said, okay, the 24 program, cancel that 24. Once in 24 hour, cancel that program. Tell me once in lifetime program. The Guru said, okay, I will tell you once in lifetime program. Just 2 minutes before you are going to die, start chanting the holy name. Just 2 minutes before you are about to die, start chanting the holy name. And the person said, that is the problem. How do I know when I'm going to die? So Guru said, that is the whole point. Then you have to chant the whole life. Then you have to continuously chant the holy name. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. So we need to practice chanting the holy name throughout our lives. Shri Radha Gopijan Vallabh Bhagwan ki Nitai Patit Pavan Gaur Hari ki Shri Prabhupada ki. So we need to practice chanting the holy name throughout our life, because nobody know what is the time of one's death. Death can come at any time. And at the time of death, everything is lost. No matter somebody's how much possession somebody has, what position somebody has, how much reputation, fame somebody has. At the time of death, everything is lost. So we should chant the holy name of the Lord always. We should have the picture of the Lord all around us so we can remember the Lord. We should have the name of the Lord written somewhere so eyes can see the name of the Lord and we can remember the Lord in that form, in that way. See, that's why earlier the parents, when they name their child, they will name the child on the name of the Lord. Rama, Krishna, Sita, Madhusudan, Gopal, Govind, Narayan. So that when we are calling out our near and dear ones, we are always chanting the name of the Lord. We are taking the name of the Lord. Even it says on your cars, these days everybody is driving the cars. Behind our cars, what do people write these days? T to touch into the gaddi. Right? They are writing the name of their children. Or they will write Buri Nazar Wale Tera Muh Kala. So what is the point? Somebody is reading that. Is it getting any benefit? So better one should write the name of the Lord behind the car also. Somebody, you are standing on the red light. Somebody is behind you. Their eyes fall on that name. They will read that name of the Lord. They also get the benefit. Also, writing the name of the Lord, writing the Mahamantra behind your cars, at least it will give benefit to somebody. So mantra raj nit japahi tumhara, pujai tumhai sahit parivara. And we should worship the Lord along with our family members. We should cultivate that habit that we engage all the family members in serving the Lord. And it has another meaning also. Pujai tumhai sahit parivara. One meaning is we serve the Lord along with our family. Another meaning is serving Lord Ramachandra along with his family. So what is Ram's family? Ram Parivar. Ram, Lakshman, Sita, Hanuman, Bharat, Shatrughan. So serving Lord Ramachandra along with his family. Tinke man mandir baso siya raghunandan do. Hey Lord Ramachandra, along with Sita Devi, you reside in their heart. So like that, Valmiki ji tell 14 places for Lord Ramachandra to reside, to make his residence, to make Lord Ramachandra's temple. And ultimately he says, from the external viewpoint, from the Lokik Drishti, you have asked me where should I stay? You should make your residence in Chitrakoot. So again, coming back, even though now the Ram temple is being built in Ram Janambhumi in Ayodhya, Lord Ram is going to reside there in the temple, but it's not limited to that temple. We can have Lord Ramachandra reside in our hearts. We can have Lord Ramachandra reside in our homes also. All we have to do is follow these methods, this prescription given by Valmiki ji, if we follow these methods, we will engage in our ears in hearing Ramakatha, glories of Lord Ramachandra, engage our eyes in watching, in seeing the form of the Lord, engaging our tongue in tasting the food, the remnants offered to the Lord, engaging in our tongue chanting the name of the Lord. Jai Shri Ram. Jai Shri Ram. Jai Shri Ram. In that way, we can also invite the Lord to reside in our heart. And ultimately, now skipping over because we do not have much time, I will go to the final place. Maybe some other time we'll go over all the details here. So the last place which Valmiki ji is telling, Lord Ramachandra, जाहि न चाहु कबहु कुछ तुम सन सहज स्नेह बसहु निरंतर तासु मन सोराउर निज गेह. Hey Ram, one who has never asked anything from you, who have not desired anything from you, but he is having lot of love towards you, serving you with love, but without any expectation, without ever asking anything from you. Their heart is your own residence. A very strong statement here. You should understand the difference here. Basahu nirantar tasuman so raur nich geh. Earlier places, Valmiki ji said, you should make residence in their heart. But for those devotees who never expect anything from you, who never ask anything from you, do not demand anything from you, but they serve you with love and devotion, their hearts are your own residence. So the difference in going to somebody's house or going to your own house, there is a difference, right? Let's say you are going to your relative's house. You are coming from New York to Detroit. Your flight got late. You landed in Detroit at 3 o'clock in the morning. Now, you were supposed to go to some relative's home or some friend's home, but it's 2 o'clock at night, 3 o'clock at night. You will think 10 times, should I go right now? Or maybe just wait another 2 hours at the airport. Let it be 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock in the morning. Let them wake up. I don't want to disturb them. Then I will go later on. So when you are going to somebody's house, you will think you don't want to trouble them maybe. But you landed in Detroit airport and you are going to your own home. Will you consider anything? You'll say, I'm going to my own home. Either it's 2 o'clock at night, 3 o'clock at night, whatever time is, you will just go to your own home. No consideration, no second thought. So Valmiki is telling the devotee who do not expect anything from you, who have no desire, no expectation, their hearts are your own residence. Please reside in their hearts. Now, once there was one pujari, he has so deep love for Lord Ramachandra, he is serving Lord Ramachandra. One day he goes in front of the Lord, and to his surprise, the Lord's face is turned back. And he started crying. This devotee, this pujari started crying. My Lord, I am so fallen that today you do not even want to see me. And the Lord spoke to him, it's not that you are fallen, that's why I don't want to see you. Actually, I am feeling so much indebted to you that you have served me so nicely all your life and you have never asked me anything. And I'm not able to show my face to you because I'm so indebted to you. See, that is Lord Ram's love and his reciprocation to the devotee. And the same incident in Lord Ram's pastime, when Lord Ramchandra came back to Ayodhya, he was crowned as the king. And one day Lord Ramchandra is sitting on his Singhasana. Hanuman, as usual, is sitting at the feet of Lord Ramachandra. And Lord Ramachandra looks at the face of Hanuman. As Hanuman looks toward Lord Ramchandra, Ramchandra turns his face away. Again, Hanuman is looking somewhere. Lord Ramchandra is looking at Hanuman. When Hanuman looks toward Lord Ramchandra, again he turns his face away. All day the same thing happened. So after the assembly was done, at night at the room, Sita Devi asked Lord Ramachandra, I noticed some particular thing today. You were looking towards Hanuman, and whenever he looked towards you, you turned your face away. Why is that? Why you are not looking at Hanuman? And Lord Ramachandra said, Hanuman has served me so much. He has done so much for you. I am so much indebted to Hanuman. And ऐसा कौन सा कर्जदार है जो अपने साहूकार को देखकर उसके साथ अपनी नजरें मिला सके? Who is that debtor when the lender come in front of you, he is having that courage to see eye to eye. So Hanuman has served me so much, and I am so much indebted to Hanuman. I cannot even see face to face, cannot meet eyes to eyes with Hanuman. And Sita Devi said, why don't you pay off the debt? Ramchandra said, I cannot pay off that debt. Then why don't you just tell Hanuman, give in writing to Hanuman, Hanuman, you have done so much for me, I can never pay back to you. So next day, Lord Ramachandra asked Hanuman, Hanuman, you have served me so much. What did you gain? See, Sugriva served me. Sugriva got the kingdom. He got the kingdom of Kashkinda. Bhibhishan served me. Bhibhishan got the kingdom of Lanka. What did you get? You served me all your life, but what did you get? And what was Hanuman's reply? Hanuman said, my lord, सुग्रीव सर्व सुग्रीव को भी एक ही पद मिला. सुग्रीव served you, he got the kingdom of Kishkinda. सुग्रीव को भी एक ही पद मिला. विभीषण served you, विभीषण got the kingdom of Lanka. उसको भी एक ही पद मिला. And please forgive me, you also got one पद. आपको भी एक ही पद मिला. You got the kingdom of Ayodhya, but I got two पद. मुझे तो दो पद मिले. मुझे तो आपके दो चरण की सेवा करने को मिला. सुग्रीव को भी एक ही पद मिला, विभीषण को भी एक ही पद मिला, पर मुझे आपके दो पद मिले. So that is the mood of Hanuman, and Lord Ramachandra become indebted to such devotee. So Valmiki ji is saying, such devotee who has no expectation from you, who is always serving you with love and devotion, without asking anything in return, please make your residence in their heart. And at the time of Rajyabhishek, we know all the demigods have appeared, all the citizens of Ayodhya, they are glorifying Lord Ramachandra, they are singing the glories of Lord Ramachandra. And at that time, Lord Shiva, Lord Brahma, Indra, all the other demigods, even the four Vedas in the form of human beings, they appeared there and started glorifying Lord Ramachandra. Shiva is doing the stuti of Lord Ramachandra. Lord Shiva is singing the glories of Lord Ramachandra. And Lord Shiva is asking for a benediction. What is the benediction Lord Shiva is asking? Bar 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 mangahu harshi deh Shri Rang Pad saroj an payani bhakti sada satsang. Bar 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 mangahu harshi deh Shri Rang. Oh Lord Ramachandra, I am asking you this boon again and again. Please give me that boon. If you are pleased with me, please give me this one boon. What is that one boon? Bhakti sada satsang. Please give me the devotion at your lotus feet and the association of your devotees. That is the boon which I ask you again and again. I do not want anything else. I don't want any other. I do not have any other desires. What is Lord Shiva himself is also asking? Two things, devotion and association of devotees, because without the association of devotees, there is no possibility of performing devotion. There is no possibility of performing bhakti. Sadhu Sangha, Sarva Shastrikaye, Lava Matra Sadhu Sangha, Sarva Siddhi Hoye. Just a moment's association of the devotees, of the pure devotees of the Lord, can grant the success of life. So Lord Shiva is also asking, please give me devotion to your lotus feet and the association of your devotees. And one may question, why you have to ask again and again? You are saying bar 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 mangahu. I am asking this again and again. Is one time asking is not enough? Why you have to ask this again and again? So in response to that, what is said? Says, सुत धार संपत्ति तो पापी के भी होय, संत समागम हरि कथा दुर्लभ ये दोय. See, somebody is asking for wealth, somebody is asking for son, somebody is asking for good wife or husband, but all these things are available to sinful person also. सुत धार संपत्ति तो पापी के भी होय. You see so many other sinful people in this world. They also have all these things. They also have wealth. They also have family. They have wife and husband. They have children. But what is the rare thing in this world? Sant samagam hari katha durlabh ye doy. The association of the devotees and hearing the opportunity to hear the glories of the Lord, hear the katha of the Lord, that is rare. So that's why I'm asking this boon कि आप मुझे आपके चरणों की भक्ति और आपके भक्तों का संग दीजिए. Please give me the association of your devotees and devotion at your lotus feet. So on this very special occasion, if we really want to make this occasion as a successful event, as a life-changing event, what do we need to do? We need to pray to the Lord, please come reside in my heart. And for that, we also have to develop some qualification. And what is that qualification? The desire to hear the glories of the Lord, the desire to chant the holy name of the Lord, desire to see the form of the Lord, desire to associate with the devotees of the Lord. We also have to develop that qualification. हमें भी वो पात्रता लेकर आना पड़ेगा. Because if you send a child to go get the milk from the farm, these days the milk comes in bottles and all, that's a separate story. So if the child goes to the farm, to the milkmaid or something, okay, please give me milk, and that person is going to say, show me your pot. I bring forward your pot. आपके पास पात्र कौन सा है? Do you have the pot? Do you have the glass? What do you have? So to collect that milk, one need a pot. The same way, to collect the mercy of the Lord, we need to have a qualification. We need to have that pot. What is that pot? We need to make our heart a suitable place to receive the mercy of the Lord. So let's pray to Lord Ramachandra that please grant us this benediction that we can always be in the association of the devotees. We can always chant the holy name. We can always serve the Vaishnavas. And in that way, we can constantly remember the Lord. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. कि सीताराम लक्ष्मण हनुमान की, श्रील प्रभुपाद की, अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की, प्रभुपाद की. Please forgive me if I spoke anything wrong as your humble servant. Please forgive me and please correct me. Anybody like to add anything, share anything? Hare Krishna. Thank you, everyone.
Anyone who has not